Does Wonging work with all card counting systems? If you have ever wondered about the effectiveness of the Wonging strategy in Blackjack, you are not alone. Many players are curious if this method works with every card counting system. Let's break it down. Wonging is a technique where players observe the game without initially participating. This allows them to count cards from a distance and identify when the deck is favorable before they join in. This strategy is also known as back counting. The goal is to time your entry into the game to minimize losses and maximize gains. Wonging relies on card counting systems that assign values to cards, helping players track the ratio of high to low cards remaining in the deck. The most common systems used with Wonging are balanced counting systems, like the high-low system. In these systems, the count fluctuates around 0. Players typically enter the game when the count reaches a positive threshold, often around +2 or higher. This indicates a higher concentration of high cards remaining, which benefits the player. Now, does Wonging work with all card counting systems? The answer depends on the nature of the system. First, balanced counting systems are ideal for Wonging. Since the count starts near 0 and moves positively or negatively, players can easily determine when to enter the game. On the other hand, imbalanced counting systems do not have a true 0 point. These systems use a running count that may not reset. Wonging is less straightforward here because players cannot easily identify a clear positive threshold to join the game. Next, we have complex or multi-level systems. While Wonging can still be applied, it requires more mental effort to track the count accurately from a distance. Players must be skilled at maintaining the count without betting, which can be quite challenging. In practical terms, Wonging is most effective with simple, balanced card counting systems. This allows for quick and accurate assessment of the count from outside the game. The strategy involves entering the game only when the count is positive and leaving when it turns negative. This helps avoid negative counts and reduces the risk to the bankroll. From a bankroll management perspective, Wonging limits exposure to unfavorable situations. It reduces the number of hands played at a disadvantage and focuses betting units only when the odds are in the player's favor. This selective participation can improve overall profitability and lower variance. However, Wonging is not universally applicable to all card counting systems. It requires a system with a clear count threshold to signal when to join or leave the game. Additionally, casinos are aware of Wonging and may implement countermeasures, such as restricting mid-shoe entries. This can limit the strategy's effectiveness, regardless of the counting system used. In summary, Wonging works best with balanced, simple card counting systems that provide clear positive counts to trigger entry. It is less suited to imbalanced or highly complex systems due to the difficulty in identifying favorable counts from a distance. When combined with disciplined bankroll management and appropriate betting unit sizing, Wonging can be a powerful strategy to maximize advantage in Blackjack.